Warning, if you have not seen Suicide Squad,
and you want to see Suicide Squad,
turn off this video right now unless you don't care about spoilers.
And then come back and talk to us.
Yes.
Into it, what you think, because I know you had the issues, so go ahead and get the issues out there.
It was better than Batman vs. Superman.
No, that's not hard to do.
Yeah. It was better than Batman vs. Superman, but I felt like that there was so much potential in the movie that they didn't know what to do with it, you know?
Well, you have an ensemble flick. There's like 15 million people in that movie.
Yeah.
It was a super squad. What did you expect them to do?
Really felt like that it was two different movies. Like, the editing was all screwed up. It was just atrocious in a lot of the editing, like, especially in the beginning, when I felt like that they threw in a bunch of shots because they thought they were cool. Like, in the very beginning with, like, Will Smith and Margot in the penitentiary, like, introducing them. It's like, what? And then it was like Suicide Squad. Like, It was ridiculous. Like, the editing. Like, that is a classic Zack Snyder move to put in shots because they look pretty. Like, Zack Snyder will just put in shots because they look pretty, not because they do any merit for the story.
All
and
right,
I will be bashing Zack Snyder so much throughout this video.
There we go. Let's just get that away. You have a problem with Zack Snyder.
I hate him.
Which he was only an executive producer.
Yeah, but
you can tell he had his hands in a lot of shots. I'm not defending him. I am not.
Okay. But, like, the executive producer still has a lot of power because a lot of times they either financially produce the movie, they find financing, or executive producers will sit in the editing rooms with the director and the editor and watch what they're doing and put in their input. And depending on how powerful they are, they can have a lot of say over the final product of the movie.
My big problem with a lot of the filming for that movie and everything, where I saw Zack Snyder have a hand in it, there was some slow-mo aspects in there that they didn't need to have slow-mo aspects for. Like, why was there a slow-mo shot of Harley throwing the gun to Deadshot? That didn't need a slow-mo.
Because Zack Snyder thinks that slow-mo adds intensity to the shots when he doesn't, and he overuses it.
Woosah on the Zack Snyder, sweetheart. But legit, there was... That part of the movie stands out. There was a lot of editing choices that they did. I'll admit, even though my editing is horrible, that I'm like, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to have double slow-mo at that point. You didn't need to have slow-mo of the gun flying over, and you didn't need to have slow-mo of Deadshot saying, I'm going to take the shot.
It's ridiculous. Like, Zack Snyder doesn't know how to use slow-mo. Okay? He doesn't. One thing I will say, do you remember when they were setting up for the plot of Enchantress to take over the city? They showed the same scene twice. Yeah. In the damn movie. Like, they showed the scene where she takes over the movie, and then Deadshot finds this, like, top-secret file about her, about why they're really in the city. Yeah. And then they show it again and explain it again. We as the audience, we already know what's going on. Like, the squad might know, but we don't need to see those things again. Like, why would you do that? That's
she's basically talking about the part where her brother saves her life.
Yeah.
That's what she's
but why would you that's like editing 101. You don't do that. The editing in the movie was very disjointed, and it really felt like that two different people edited it. That's what it felt like. And like, in the very beginning with all the bright flashy lights, and then at the very end where it still had like that muted dark tone, like those two they were basically trying, like, okay, so remember when it did reshots? Yeah. I basically think all the backstory parts were reshot during or were the reshoots, and I think that's where the Flash came in. Because why would you do a cameo of the Flash?
Oh, because they are setting up his movie, and they're also setting up for the Justice League.
Okay, but here's the thing: nobody knows who he is yet, unless they saw like the trailer from Comic-Con. Unless you're a comic book person, you're not gonna know who he is.
A lot of people know who the Flash is now.
Yeah, I mean, they have the TV show.
That's what I was just gonna say. Would you have a problem with Zack Snyder and his mangling of the DC universe?
Well, it's not even so much of like he's so.
Say it.
Pretentious.
Thank you. Did that movie deserve all the bad press, all the crap that it got, that shitstorm of bad publicity?
Okay,
did it deserve that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now that I do agree with some of the critics on the editing. Like, that is where a lot of them are coming from, and like a lot of times movie critics do look from a more technical standpoint. Not all of them. Some will only look for content. Some look for technical standpoint. Everyone agreed that Deadshot was amazing. Margot Robbie was amazing. I really liked El Diablo. I also liked Boomerang. Like, he was great. I liked him. He was funny.
Okay, see, I'm coming from a comic book standpoint where I've read the comics and I've also seen a lot of DC's animated movies, which are really good. They didn't do Boomerang enough justice.
Yeah, he should have been in there more. Like, he really should.
To legitimately have a solid Boomerang in there, they need to have Boomerang and Deadshot. They need to have that dynamic of them butting heads where Boomerang thinks he's better and Deadshot constantly proves he's better.
I really felt like they were trying to make it fun. Like, in the beginning, okay, so this is one of the things that really annoys me is in the beginning when they're talking about Harley Quinn's backstory and they show the Joker and Harley Quinn dancing in their original costumes from the animated series.
That's a throwback.
I know it's a throwback, but it was so cheesy.
What?
It was cheesy.
I appreciated the hell out of that.
No,
that
it was cheesy.
Awesome.
Okay, it was awesome, but they also did a throwback. This is where they do things twice again. They did another throwback when Margot was getting ready and she pulled out the red suit.
Yeah.
That's a throwback. Why did they have to have a scene of those two dancing?
Okay.
Super cheesily.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Okay, all right, it's cool.
Like it's not even so like it's great to have those throwbacks, and I like having those throwbacks, but it was like it just looked so cheesy the way how they did it. It really did, and a lot of like the earlier stuff looked really cheesy. I'm sorry, it did, and the CGI was really awful with Enchantress. It was bad.
Well, she was
bad.
I'm gonna be honest. Her hips could lie in that movie. That was pretty bad. She was no Shakira. She didn't need to be doing all that gyrating and everything. I personally didn't have much of a problem with the movie. I thought it was a really good movie.
The actors were great. Will Smith was amazing. Margot Robbie was amazing. I liked all the characters. Rick Flag is meh. Like, except so the woman who played Enchantress, she's awful. She was so bad. Oh, she's some model or something? I don't know
how to pronounce it. Cara Delevingne?
Something like that.
I'm probably screwing it up. Whatever. Yeah. I loved Killer Croc.
Yeah, he was good.
For the few times he talked, he was actually a solid character.
I'm beautiful.
I don't care what you say. I'm beautiful. Yes, you are. Suicide Squad really should have been called Deadshot and Harley Quinn and their merry band of whoever.
Yes, I agree with that.
Because they carried that movie. If Will Smith and Margot Robbie. Thank you. Margot Robbie had not have been in that movie. If Will Smith had been in that movie and Margot hadn't have been in that movie, it'd have been okay, but I still would have had problems.
Yeah.
Had Margot been in that movie and Will Smith not been in that movie would have been dead. Yeah. Because I don't think they could have cast a better Deadshot than who they really did.
He did an amazing job.
The movie basically suffered from too many plots happening to it's too many things. The original mission, them going in to rescue
Amanda Waller,
which pissed me off. But I called it. That section of the movie. Then the whole Joker coming to rescue Harley Quinn section of the movie, and then the whole oh my god now we have to save the world section of the movie. You had too many plots intersecting and where the story just didn't have enough focus. I get what they were trying to do with the Joker coming in and being that foil and everything, but it didn't feel right.
Like, I think it didn't feel right because they didn't do it well, and like, I think they started putting him more Jared Leto because he was really prominent in the features or in the previews and things like that, and during the marketing, and I felt like that they did that to draw more people in because people love the Joker, and I think it's a good way to introduce him because he is Harley Quinn's main squeeze, as abusive as the relationship is. But
that's a problem. They messed up that relationship.
They did. I mean, they did romanticize it a lot, but
they way more than romanticize it. They basically said he cares about her. Let's get that straight. Joker don't care about nobody but himself. That is
he uses people. But they also had the parts in the movie where you could see that he was using her when he was talking about, would you do anything for me before she fell in the vat of acid? Remember?
Those are just chemicals. Yeah.
Chemicals, whatever. I thought it was acid.
No.
Okay. Okay. But, like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that shows him using her.
All in all, how did you feel about the film?
It had amazing potential. Like, it really did. I think there was a lot of arguing between David Ayer, Zack Snyder, and the studio.
Yes.
Like, that's what I feel like ended up happening. It was supposed to be one of those huge blockbuster movies, but it didn't feel like that. I feel like that there's so much miscommunication and that there's too many people with their hands on the steering wheel with the movies. That is what I feel like.
Well,
except with Batman vs. Superman, where it was only Zack Snyder and he crashed it into a wall.
Or over several bodies.
Several bodies and a wall and drove it off a cliff. We need to make a Batman vs. Superman video so I can rant. Yes. No, yes, we do, because I have so much to say about that damn movie.
But here's what's going to happen with the Batman vs. Superman movie. I'm going to be in the intro, and then I'm going to walk off and let her vent. So that's going to be like 20, 30 minutes of her going ham on Zack Snyder, so...
He's... like, come on, guys. Like, you can't... Like, you... Okay.
The cinematic universe will recover. What they just need to do is they need to understand they don't need to be Marvel. They need to tell their own story. Yes.
Like, you can have the humor, but, like, I do like DC because some of their characters are a lot darker than... Yeah, Diablo. I loved El Diablo. He was great. I'm so sad he wasn't in the movie as much.
Oh, he had his parts. He did what he was supposed to do. He was the spiritual guidance. He got him where they needed to go. Yeah. And then they snuffed him out. So
yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
I'm sorry. I have your back.
Well, that could have been David Ayer. We could probably blame David Ayer for that because he did write the screenplay.
Oh, he wrote the screenplay.
He wrote the screenplay. He wrote the screenplay and directed.
I take that back. Zach, we're still cool. David, you want to
We're not cool, Zach. We're not cool at all. You need to keep your hands off of movies. You need to just retire and quit and stop making movies.
That being said, they're still struggling to find their grounding on filming and everything. They're still struggling to catch back up with comics. Yeah. They're still trying to fill it out. So DC constantly has the potential. And to be said, they've already greenlit Suicide Squad 2.
Which I'm okay with. Please do not get Zack Snyder to executive produce. Do not let him.
I'm sorry.
I hate him.
I'm sorry. He's executive producer on it.
God damn it. Sorry. DC, you want to save your universe? Fire Zack Snyder. I'm telling you right now. Fire his ass.
Those are her opinions?
Yes, that is my opinion. I hate you, Zack Snyder, so much with every inch of my being and my soul.
That's on her.
I don't care.
I enjoyed the movie for what it was.
I did enjoy the movie. I did laugh. I did enjoy the people who made it for me were Margot and Will Smith. Like, hands down. They were, and Viola Davis. She is cold.
She played a really, really good Amanda Waller, and she made me hate her, so I think she did her job.
I was just like, well, damn. Like, when she was in the after they rescued her and she shot all those people, I was like, well then. But
legitimately, I do have a problem, though. When she shot all those people, like, the last one she shot had plenty of time to get the hell out of there and get out of the way.
But, it's a movie, so they had to put some things in.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But, like, I did enjoy the movie for what it was. I'm so angry because I feel like it could be so much better.
I'm going to need for you to chill with your anger. But all in all, I would say, I'll say give it a watch.
Yeah, just definitely give it a chance.
If you can, avoid spending the full $10 for it. Yeah. I know Theater Here, I paid $5 to see the flick, and I think it was a good $5.
You paid $5? Damn, I shouldn't have gone to the night show. We went opening night.
Yeah. So go see it. It's a great movie. I mean, definitely go see Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and their merry band of bad guys. Just keep your expectations set very low. And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, like, it was definitely better than Batman vs. Superman.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Like,
So yes, go see it.
Go give it a watch.
Go see it. We'll do more of these.
Yes.
And I'll try to keep her. Never mind. She can do whatever she wants to. I give. But this was fun. We got to do these more often.
Yeah, let's do these more.
Just please don't ever talk about Zack Snyder again.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
God.
That's not gonna happen. If we bring up anything in DC, you know that's not gonna happen.
I feel like the moment we say anything with DC, you're gonna be like, was Zack Snyder involved?
Zack Snyder! Fuck you, Zack Snyder!
Yeah.
He's on my shit list, so.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, let me stop her before she goes any further. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah. I hope you guys check more of these out. We'll keep doing these, keep pumping these out. Check out the other videos. Yeah. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us something else we should watch.
tell us another movie you want us to review and give my opinion on.
Or if you want to have a conversation.
Or give our opinion on. Sorry, give our opinion on.
Or if you want to have a conversation and complain about Zack Snyder, do that in the comments.
Yes!
Do not let her get on the video.
Yes! I will. Whoever wants to bash Zack Snyder with me, I will talk with you in the comments section.
Oh my god.
I hate him so much.
Oh my god. We're out.